What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having yourselves a fantastic Friday afternoon. But I come to you bringing some pretty damn breaking news. If you somehow missed it, the Eagles have traded their sixth pick away. So we're going to get into that. Got to make a real quick one today. Got a lot to do. Got the beautiful girlfriend's birthday coming up tomorrow. Got a lot on the plate. But holy hell, they threw me a curveball. Had to jump on here quick. So thank you for tuning in to a very quick edition of On the Road to Victory. If you guys have any kind of questions or comments you want to throw my way, please feel free. I will try to get to them. But yeah, guys, blockbuster trade here. You saw the news. The Dolphins and the Niners made a trade. The Dolphins moved back to 12, giving the third pick to the Niners. And then minutes later, the Eagles go ahead and make a trade. And now we have moved back like we have talked about for weeks and months, the possibility of the Eagles moving back, it has now happened. So as you see here, we give them our sixth pick. We also gave them one of our fifth round picks, that pick 156. Now we only have one fifth rounder, but we acquired that fourth round pick that we have been talking about. We talked about all the picks we had, but we didn't have one in the fourth due to trading for Genard Avery a couple years ago. Well, we went ahead and look at what we acquire. We got pick 12, pick 123, and we get a 2022 first round pick. Now, look, I get it. Trust me, when this first happened, I'm thinking to myself, what the flying? But I regress. I understand that this team is retooling right now. There are a lot of talented players in this draft, and we've talked about those players. We talked about this being a possibility come the draft. Well, didn't have to wait till the draft. This already happened. We have now moved back 6 spots, but you just got another first round pick and you moved up like 23 spots. You went from the fifth round, now having a fourth round pick. That's good. And next year you talk about if Carson Wentz plays 75% of the snaps or 70% of the snaps and make the Colts make the playoffs, we get another first round pick. We could be talking about 3 first round picks here, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, to me, that's awesome. That part is fantastic. I'm very ecstatic. The problem here is, and look, I get it too. Like I'm a little upset because Ja'Marr Chase is in this draft. Kyle Pitts is in this draft, and they're very talented. But we've also talked about the fact that what if they're gone? What if we move back? What if we go after someone like a Jalen Waddle? What if, it's Devontae Smith and maybe we trade up a couple spots and grab one of those guys? Not 100% sure what the move is now, but we have moved back to 12. So a lot of these guys that we talked about probably not taking at 6 become quite the possibility. You talk about some of these defensive players that we've mentioned. J.C. Horn, perfect corner right there. We talk about needing an outside corner, possibly trading back, taking someone like him, a Patrick Surtain maybe. I know a lot of people are high on Micah Parsons. Maybe he's still there. There are so many talented players in this draft, though, that, I think, maybe we take a lineman, Slater. Maybe we take a running. I don't know. I really don't know. But now this definitely opens up Pandora's box to a whole much more because you talk about being at 6, you don't know what the 5 people in front of you are going to do. Well, now we have 11 people in front of us. We don't know if people are going to try to jump in front of us. What's going to happen? Maybe we move back again. Maybe we move up. But what this tells me is that Jalen Hurts is QB1. The scariest part of this story, though, is the fact that the Eagles were apparently interested in moving up to pick number 3. They were the ones trying to move up originally with the Dolphins to get that third pick. They wanted Zach Wilson apparently very badly and were willing to move up to 3 to get that. Once that move was made with the Niners, they apparently were on the phone with the Dolphins right away to get that 12th pick that they had just gotten and move themselves back 6 places. So, look, we talked about how talented the quarterbacks in this draft are. We know that Trevor Lawrence will go 1, but after that, it's Zach Wilson. And look, Justin Fields is phenomenal, but even Trey Lance is really good. So there's definitely some talented quarterbacks. I I just think, obviously the report says that they were interested in Zach Wilson. If they weren't going to get him, it's got to be Jalen Hurts' team. And we talked about that. If there's a quarterback that you like more than him, you got to take him. And it looks like they try to do that, but it's not going to happen. So this is Jalen Hurts' team. This is what this tells me. I'm ecstatic about that. But now I don't know what we're going to do. We could still go after a weapon in the first round at 12, but we could also go after a defensive player because I've mentioned it over and over again. Best player available when it comes to this draft. Well, who the hell is going to be available? We have no idea at 12. So there's a lot of really talented players, though. But I made a little graphic here. Throw this up quick. These are our new updated picks. So now we're looking at the 12th pick in the first round. Still have that 37th pick in the second, 70th and 84th picks in round 3. And that's awesome. Still having 4 picks in the top 84. That's pretty awesome. You should be able to get some really talented players. Hopefully Howie doesn't mess that up. But now you see we acquired a 4th round pick rather than having 2 5th round picks. So you got one in round 4, you got one in round 5. That 5th one from the that Dolphins is supposed to be up more, didn't move that. Round 6, you got 3 picks in round 6. Holy hell, 2 of those compensatory picks. And then round 7, you have 2, one of those being from the Niners. Oh, hell yeah. Look, we have the most picks in this draft. We talked about that before the year ended last year. The goal needs to be getting the cap right and acquiring as much draft capital, I can't talk today, as we possibly can. And that will also come down to Zach Ertz. Do we trade Zach Ertz? I think so. If not, you're going to release him. Either way, you're going to save $4.8 million, but I would like to at least try to acquire a 4th, 5th round pick for him. We'll see what we can get. But, obviously you see that things have kind of stalled there. But, wanted to hop on quick, just talk about this, show it to you one last time. Look, I get it. There's a lot of talent at 6. A lot of people are very frustrated. Fire Howie. I'm pissed. I get it. Look, I wanted a stud I wanted Jamar Chase on this offense. I wanted Kyle Pitts on this offense. But I also still want Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle. So there are some possibilities now at 12. We have no idea what's going to happen in front of us. Maybe we make some moves on draft day. Maybe we put Ertz and something in a package and move up and do whatever. I really don't know, but it's going to come down to what's happening on draft day. And the Eagles already saw that the quarterback they were interested in was probably going to be gone at 3, which they were trying to acquire from the Dolphins. So they moved back to 12. And this is what we talked about, guys. This isn't a complete rebuild, but it's a partial rebuild with a lot of retooling going on. You have a lot of holes in this team. So acquiring more picks is the name of the game. Eagles are doing just that, acquiring another first-round pick next year. We have 2 first-round picks next year, and one could be a third. You could make a third first-round pick, and if not, it's a second-round pick. Well, that's nice. That sounds nice. So Howie, we'll hope that Andy Weidel has some more say, and he can help him, and Howie just stops missing on stuff. What is that a sign of? See, we're going to come back to this when we hit and we just smoke this draft, and it's a fantastic draft. We're going to come back to this moment. Andy Weidel, it's on you now, man. The gods have spoken. All right. I hope you guys are all having a great start to your weekend. I'll hop back on later tonight if anything crazy is happening. If not, I will be back tomorrow with any Eagles news there is. All right, guys. If you have any questions, comments, I always try to get back to you. So if you're watching this later, please feel free. Always down to talk some birds. If you need anything, please reach out. Always down to try to help or just be a friend. So thank you guys for tuning in, the likes, the retweets, subscribing, all that stuff you do. Truly appreciate you. Have yourselves a great weekend. And as always, go Birds!